twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Ready?
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Three.
Back to Walker on 1st down. Now he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Walker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 37 yards. And the Seahawks will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Getting this into the hands of his tight end, Zach Davidson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road. Guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, every play certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. There's Chris Olave. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. They'll look to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll set up a throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Now Jackson. And Walker has it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Walker now on 1st and 10. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And when this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, smash Rocco!
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, you talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there at 22. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Blankenship's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6th there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davidson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Coming left is Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. There's a nice move toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, Saints 7. Will Lutz will kick off the ball.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
19 Tigers.
Play action. It's Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jackson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Devin Duvernay, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This time they stay on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Kamara. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Channing Tindall is there for the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Steps away to his left. Olave holds it in. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And if you want the final metric on his top speed, and trust me, you do, Next Gen Stats says he hit 22.4 miles an hour. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Paulson Adebo up to make the stop.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. 60 Wildcat, 60 Wildcat.
From the 30 on second down. Jackson, an out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hot 70. Head the street. Head the street. Ready.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Sticking with Walker on second down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw is Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Go check. Go check.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike, 18.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
It's hauled in by Hardy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw now on first down. And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Loose inside the 30. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. His guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
On the run is Benjamin. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Second and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there or the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The kick by Lutz is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
19 Tigers.
Here's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Pass the 60. Hot 70.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 115 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Lions. Unlock Lions. Unlock Lions. Hurt. On the go.
And Walker once more. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about